All right, I've got a very interesting lesson. It looks super boring, I'm going to be honest, but there's stuff, you're going to learn it. It looks like it could be grammar, but the point is it's not really, and it's going to make you understand English at a deeper level, okay, by looking at some pretty simple looking things that maybe, and I'm going to say probably, as a non-native speaker, you don't know 100% of the subtle meanings, the little meanings. And it's important because when you're in discussions and arguments, really communicating on a deep level, you have to know what little things mean. You can't just pretend you know because you have a basic idea. And this happens all the time. So I want to start really hammering this stuff home. The stuff people don't talk about because they say, yeah, I know what it means. But there's little things that maybe you don't. So subtle meanings, very small things. So you know what this means, obviously. She is a good teacher, right? So some woman, she's good at teaching. She teaches right now. She is good at teaching. She is a teacher currently, and she's good at it. So if you go in her class, she's good. Now, if I say she was a good teacher, this is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. I'm not necessarily talking about the past tense, okay? I'm not saying she was a good teacher and now she's not, although I might be. That's important. You don't know. I don't actually give that information away when I say this. Now imagine this situation. I could say when I was 12 years old, I had a teacher, Mrs. Jones, and she was a good teacher. Okay, so what am I saying there? A long time ago, when I was in her class, I thought she was good at teaching at that time. Maybe she's retired now. Maybe she's still teaching. I'm not saying she was good and now she's not. That's not my point. Not at all. But it might be my point. I'm just not giving it in the sentence. I'm not saying she was good and now she's not. I'm just saying she was good. So I had her before. She was good at it. Maybe I didn't even have the teacher before, but for some reason I know that information. So in the past she was good. Now she might be good, she might not be, or she might be retired, but all I'm saying is she was good. Okay, so now it gets a little bit more nuanced here. She'd be a good teacher, short for she would. Okay, so if I'm talking about some woman, saying she would be a good teacher, what do I mean? If I say she would or he would or whatever with this would, I'm assuming probably that they're not a teacher right now. Okay, so they're not a teacher right now. Maybe they're a lawyer, maybe they're a doctor, maybe they're a student. But I'm saying if they were a teacher, I think the teacher would be good at it based on their personality, their knowledge, whatever, their way of explaining things. My guess is the teacher would be good at it. So she would be if she was teaching. She's not teaching, she might never teach, but if she did, she would be good. She'll be a good teacher. Short for she will be a good teacher. But again, just like this isn't really the past and only the past, this is not the future and only the future. I'm saying she will be a good teacher. If I say that, it could be in a situation like this. Let's suppose that I'm the current teacher to a class and I say, hey class, I'm going on a vacation. And, Mrs. Smith is going to come in tomorrow, but don't worry, she'll be a good teacher. Okay? I'm not saying that she's not a good teacher now. I'm saying probably she is a good teacher now. I'm just saying don't worry, tomorrow in the future, when you have her as your teacher, she will be good. You will find that she's a good teacher. So she is a good teacher, but if I say she will be a good teacher, it means don't worry, when you finally get her, she's still going to be good. Now, this last one here, it's very similar to she'd be a good teacher. She'd make a good teacher. So I'm saying probably she's not a teacher right now, but if she was, she would be good at doing the job. That's all I'm saying. She'd make a good teacher. Like, She seems to have all the skills that a good teacher is made of, good at communication, good personality with students, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, she's not doing it, but if she did, she'd be good at it. She'd make a good teacher. So that's what these kind of things mean. So the point is, of this whole thing has nothing to do with teaching. When you're looking at these types of simple sentences, it's important to know that was does not always mean in the past and only in the past. Like I could say, she was a really beautiful girl. That does not mean she's not beautiful now, and it doesn't mean she is beautiful now. It just means she was. Maybe she is now, maybe she's not. She'll be beautiful one day. That actually probably does mean she's not beautiful now. Maybe she's like 5 years old, so it's kind of weird to say she's beautiful. But the point is, when you look at the context, you have to kind of imagine what these things mean. Like if I said that was a good movie, it doesn't mean it's not a good movie now. It's probably still a good movie. I'm just saying I saw the movie like 5 years ago, and when I saw it, I enjoyed it. So that was a good movie. Or I could just leave the theater and say, hey, that was a good movie. So just saying, basically, if I say that was a good movie, I'm probably saying I saw it and I liked it. It doesn't mean it used to be and now it's not. So the point is, again, when you're looking at is, was, will be, it's not always saying was and now isn't, but sometimes it is. So just be careful to know what information you're getting from these sentences and what information you're not. It's very important, or it can be very important. So try to understand this, and below when you're on the site at learnenglish232.com, write comments and questions under the explanation that I give, because I will answer your questions. So I hope you enjoyed that one.